YouTuber, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. It is Squatch. Penny! Big hugs to Penny, y'all. Gun Bunny and Shockwave. Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches. The Mad Doctor, Adega Outlaw. The Immortal Ghost Rider. Roll Tide, Gilly Chow, Roll Tide, brother. Tyrannous Sickness. The Muppet from Another Puppet, Showback, TJC. Greetings program with Daryl the Derelict. The Lady, Arwyn Avalon. Just another red shirt. It's time to wake the neighbors' boys with Southern Viking. Project Cambrian. Master Craftsman, Andy Masterson. The Rooster Dave Bob. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Weekend Review here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me today, of course, are two excellent, fine, upstanding, well, maybe not upstanding, but excellent, fine members of Valhalla. The Rooster Dave Bob.
Good morning.
And the Lady Arwyn Avalon.
Hey, y'all. Good morning. It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
The week is winding down.
It is.
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
God help us all. How's y'all's week been?
I had a great week. I've been hunting every day this whole week.
Ooh, hunting like pew pew? Hunting?
Yeah, pew pew. And I almost pew pewed one last night, a big 8-point walkout, but he had a broke off tine, and I just couldn't bring myself to.
Oh, Dave Bob, you're killing Bambi's daddy. Come on now. Really?
I'd rather kill Bambi's mama. They're a lot more tender.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Look, I
softer.
Get it. Oh God. Look, venison is good, y'all. Venison is good. I get it, but you got to look him in the eye and then do your business. I guess there's something primal about it. So you go, Dave Bob. You go bag your buck. It's
Speaking of something primal, Squatch, brother, thank you. I know they are not over on the Twitters. Arwyn's gonna kill me because I have them and she doesn't. But dun 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 dun.
Yes. Oh, that looks so good.
Beverly Cruncher. Not Crusher, Cruncher.
Cruncher.
Dave Bob's got a rack.
They Dave Bob, you've been
They
shaking
just
your head.
always want to put the breasticles on me for some reason.
You got bigger breasts than Arwyn.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Always. Always.
Oh, there, I got some more.
But at least you're wearing the captain's color, unless this
What
is
do they not
red.
understand about a rooster? I mean, we have,
Look, his V-neck is even deeper than mine. What the hell? Oh my God.
Picard or Peloki. Peloki.
Stone Cold Picard.
This is
Tell me,
great.
Captain, how many lights do you see? I see you kissing my fat white ass. That's how many lights I see.
You actually look like a cross between the guy on Breaking Bad and Picard.
Ah, gotcha. Bryan Cranston.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right.
You goddamn right.
Wow. Oh, and I see you, man, Squatch. It's all good. I get it. He's so suspension. My God. You're
Holy
so
shit.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a good one there.
Yeah, we're ready for business. Look, Dave Bob is like, I don't need no stinking uniform to tear you up.
That's right.
I know I'm Starfleet.
I got claws.
I got claws and a big old.
I got feathers. I got feathers. I don't need no cloth covering.
Oh shit, but dude, man, Squatch, absolutely legendary. Thank you, my friend, so very much for doing those. You set the pace and the tone right off the bat this morning, brother. Thank you very much.
Those are great. They're so good.
Which
He's
leads
a
us
master
into
of AI.
the first thing we are going to look at today. This is from John F. Trent over at Fandom Pulse.
All right.
It says, actor Clifton Duncan laments how Star Trek treats fans as toxic by comparing new woke series to fan favorite Deep Space Nine. He's actually defending everybody here. Star Trek has been a hotbed of identity politics, shifting the focus of recent shows to pushing Hollywood leftist agenda in recent years. Actor Clifton Duncan criticized the hypocrisy in a recent post about fan reactions to Deep Space Nine and Captain Benjamin Sisko as compared to the current year's offerings. When Alex Kurtzman took over for Paramount Plus, it became apparent that instead of exploring strange new worlds, the focus would be on exploring strange new genders. The Star Trek Discovery show went from cool concepts of science to turning Klingons into an allegory for Donald Trump supporters. And they didn't just do that in Discovery, they did that in Strange New Worlds as well.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
They said that the reason why humanity got its act together was because it tried Trump during January 6th and blah, blah, blah. It was so up its own ass and stupid. The characters were insufferable stereotypes of their identity politic niches. Michael Burnham being the lead Mary Sue, who seemed to be able to accomplish everything through black girl magic.
Black girl magic.
They're not wrong.
Samuel L.
Along with plot lines following characters who seem to do nothing other than homosexual romance scenes. Here you go. Does that not look awkward? I mean, it's just awkward.
Oh,
I
that's
would
just-
not
that's
look at
just
that and go
something.
Star Trek. I would never in a million years look at that like as I'm passing through, seeds of shows and go, oh, yay, Star Trek.
They're
No,
not
I
making
don't-
Star Trek for fans anymore. They're making it for themselves. In their own little bubble.
So, yeah. It
Okay.
became worse in subsequent seasons of Discovery, where they introduced a Trill character to make heavy-handed lectures on Tejism, including the character pushing they-them pronouns on the crew. In Star Trek Picard, the show famously turned 7 of 9 into a lesbian, even though she'd been on the show and have shown a relationship with Chakotay at the end of Voyager. The show, instead of focusing on Picard, showed him as a helpless, frail old man with a strong female lead solved all the problems.
Who was
for him.
also not really a man. He was a robot.
Yes, in season 2 he was a robot, and in season 3.
I'm sorry. Oh,
The animated parody show Lower Decks was no better, again featuring a Black Mary Sue caricature of Beckett Mariner, who they later revealed to be bisexual. Seems they can't have any plot lines that don't focus hard on identity politics. Go ahead, Dave. Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Well, honestly, just I'm thinking back to Strange New Worlds, and that soliloquy he was doing about, how everything that was going wrong and, the eugenics wars and all that. And it was all because of Donald Trump.
It's all because of Donald Trump. So the eugenics wars, World War III, all happened because of Donald Trump. Yes, in the show. That's what created Starfleet. Was everything that happened with January 6th and President Trump, and because of that, Starfleet was created. And they didn't mean for that to happen. They just tried to blame all this bad shit on him. And I said, well, if he's the cause of World War III, he's the cause of the eugenics wars, that led to Zephram Cochrane's first warp flight, which means that you just made Orange Man Bad responsible for all of Star Trek. Bravo. Whether you intended to do that or not, which they didn't, because they'd never admit it.
Boy, they're all those writers are now crying and wanting to move out of the country.
I wonder somewhere if Trump has this like portfolio that all of his people scour the internet and gather all the things he's supposedly responsible for. I wonder if this one's in there too.
Oh, I hope so.
He's got to be the most powerful man that ever lived. Look at all the stuff he's now it's the war in Starfleet. He's responsible for Starfleet.
He's responsible for Starfleet, Star Trek,
World War III.
I cannot. He's Oogie Boogie at this point. He's Oogie Boogie in the sky, y'all.
The Oogie Boogie Man.
Jeez.
Dean Krantz says, ugh, Loki, I haven't even had my coffee yet. Yuck. Hold on 1 second. I'll bring this back up in a minute. We have news on the Valhalla blend that is coming next year. This is okay. So what this is I call it, it's time to wake the neighbors. It's got extra caffeine. It's an extra caffeinated dark roast. It's got malt in it.
My kind of coffee.
So it's a salted caramel malt coffee.
Like Ovaltine?
Like Ovaltine.
Yum! I'm there. I love me some malted Ovaltine. Hell yeah, y'all.
So it's just got 1 spoonful in it. It's not enough to be like, ooh. And you don't have to add the malt if you don't want to. Yeah. But I will be getting, we're gonna get bags. We'll have bags and K-Cups. I'm pretty sure we can do the K-Cups. And a website. I'll get you guys a link. I'm working with someone on modifying the dragon to have a rooster head, thanks to this crazy guy right here. So 2 people are responsible for the idea of the artwork and the name. Number 1 is Dave Bob. Number 2 is Southern Viking. Because, so it's time to wake the neighbors, Loki. Well, it's time to wake the neighbors, bitches. When I put Loki in my cup, it's going to be the best part of waking the neighbors up with Loki in your cup. So,
with Loki in your cup.
Fantastic. That's awesome news. I can't wait. That's awesome.
So.
And if you don't buy it, I'll peck your eye out.
Oh, what's up, Mogany? Mogany draws with $5 super chat says, "Hell, everyone, we may do a 3K celebration either tomorrow night or Sunday at our regular time. I will keep you all posted. Congratulations again. Mac.
Hell
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I popped on yesterday after we sent everybody over and or Wednesday. And you were busy. You were like, Smash JT's here. Smash JT's here. And I'm like, he's busy. I'll talk to him later. Congrats, brother. Seriously. Congrats. You're doing
Definitely.
great. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. Don't take any shit. Do what you do, bro. Seriously.
Oh my god, I can't wait! Culture.
Santa baby, did you leave me gummies under the tree for me? I want my gummies Santa tonight. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I can't wait, culture. Nice.
Culture's here in a minute. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, how did you know, Loki, what song I wrote?
I can't wait.
Gummies Under the Tree by Arwyn A. Avalon.
Oh, let me tell you, those things really do help the pain. I've been dealing with a blown out knee all week, and whoo, it's not been fun.
Mockingy's laughing. I'm trying to keep my cool, okay? I know. That's why when I was like, good morning, bro, Loki Raid, and you were like, Smash JT's here, guys. I was like, oh my God, he's so happy right now. Go leave him alone.
Well, in today's political environment, we can now sing Baby It's Cold Outside again.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. The one's canceled. I heard that on the radio. It was actually back on the radio, and someone was playing it. I can't remember whether it was in the grocery store or where the hell I was, but I heard it playing, and I was like, about damn time.
No lie.
About damn time. Uncancel that shit. It's
mean,
about two adults weighing the
Pros and cons
of staying together for the night for the first time, and what they know is going to happen. They just don't come out and explicitly tell you what's going to happen. It's what I love about songs like that is there's meaning. You know, now it would be like, I banged my bitch under the tree, and you're just like. There is no hidden meaning. There's just, I shagged her ass under the tree.
Well, okay. When I was in my 20s, I was at my most liberal. Easily my most liberal. Everything was, just do what you want. You wanted to come on over here, do it over here with me. We'll party, we'll whatever. I'm most liberal. And even I thought that song was so wholesome and so sweet. I knew what was going on. I knew she really didn't damn want to leave. Get a grip, people. Yeah. It was sweet. It's a cute interaction, especially at the time it was written. Oh my God, y'all ever see that comedian who took the lyrics of that supposedly outraged everybody and Cardi B's wet ass pee song, and he read the lyrics side by side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is wrong with this picture?
That was like so graphic. I mean, I was sitting there saying, geez.
I had no idea those lyrics were that explicit, and I'm blushing, and I'm like, oh my God, this song is nasty. But yet, Baby It's Cold Outside is the one that's canceled? What the hell's wrong?
Yeah. I can sit here and be like, let me hit that ass, baby, that ass. I like to put it in ooh and put it in your butt too.
Oh
but
God.
First of all, right? And no one's going to say anything about anything.
Oh.
And you can't sing a damn song about it being cold outside.
Right. She knows what's in that damn drink. Get a grip, people. They're all like, ooh, did he roofie her? No.
Did he roofie her?
Oh, you haven't heard that one? Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons people have a problem with it. Because it's like something in this drink or what's in this drink. They think maybe he slipped a little nagada to make her stay. I'm like, y'all are the ones who have the problem.
They didn't even have that shit then.
I mean, come on.
They didn't even have that. The implications.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? The implications of me going in the back door are much more profound with the song I just sung than Baby It's Cold Outside.
Right? It is clown world.
And I guarantee you there'd be people that pipe that shit up on the speaker as soon as work closed. They shut the door, lock the door. They're like, put on Loki. Oh, hell yeah. And I bent her over the tree and I put it in her butt too. And they'd be like, as they're getting ready to close down for work. And you know they would.
Oh, you know it.
And what the hell is wrong with I'm dreaming of a
Oh, God,
Grim.
It's just we're so desensitized to one thing, but yet the other thing, written at a time when people were actually celebrating and life was starting to get good again after World War II. No, that we can't handle.
No. We can't celebrate victory anymore. We've got to all be victims.
Come
Hey,
on.
Daryl, check out those buns.
Twitsy.
Yeah. We got the
I forget
home
where
base.
we were.
Rah,
I forget.
rah.
I'm pretty sure it was the second Valhalla Con we did when we were in Dallas, and it was me and Daryl, and or it might have been the first one. It was me, Daryl, Nick. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so it was the first one because it was just me, Daryl, Nick, Mike, and Akimi Mara, and some girl in like it was a Laura Croft outfit walks by and just bends over right in front of us to like tie her shoe. And I'm like, hey, Daryl, check out those buns.
Oh my God. It's nuts.
But a song about two adults
Just
weighing
a little.
the decisions of their actions. She knows this is like, this is back in the day. This is like in the 30s and the 40s. She knows if she stays, everyone in town's going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little innuendo. That's all. That's in
Because there are people across the street peeping, watching right there, waiting for that bitch to leave. Because if she doesn't, they're going to go, because they used to have to crank the phone and be like, operator, put me through to Nancy. Nancy, that fucking hole is across the street and she ain't leaving Billy Bob's. No, she ain't left the house yet. And back then,
this is
you could lift up your...
This is pre-Karen.
Yes. Yes. This is the original knitting circle, ladies and gentlemen. Back then, if you were in town, you could pick up your phone and listen to people's conversations.
Yep. Party line.
It was like one giant party line.
Yep.
Okay. So if Nancy is talking to Fanny and you're Susan, and you could pick up the phone and be like, oh shit, honey, they're talking about Arwyn over at the Stevensons. And the whole fucking town knows. So there's all these implications of, should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah. And hey, adults used to kind of banter. It wasn't just the minute you hit the door, you hit the bed. There was actually a little bit of, hey, honey, oh no, I'm going to stay over here. You stay over there. Maybe a little bit closer. There was some cat and mouse in a healthy, normal, consensual way. Oh my God, it just breaks my brain that song was ever controversial. I just don't get it. But.
There's so many implications and things behind that song that have nothing to do with ape, that have nothing to do with roofies, that have nothing to do with a man taking advantage of a woman. It's this, she doesn't want to be known as the town whore, which all it took was once back then.
Yes.
That's it. You sleep with one guy out of wedlock and you're the town whore.
Yeah.
You're the village bicycle. Everyone's had a ride. You know, it's mothers going, Billy, you stay away from that woman. Do you hear me?
She's not the marrying kind.
Yeah, she's not the marrying kind. She does her work on her back, sweetheart.
She's the town
used
actress.
goods.
Used goods. Yeah. Well, but she wanted to stay. It was obvious in that song. She wanted to stay, but she was trying to be a good girl. And let's look. Oh God, it's just a wholesome song. I love it. I love it.
So I want to finish this one up and we
All
can
right.
move on. Actor Clifford Duncan took notice of what was going on and talked about 30 years ago, a black man was the lead in a Star Trek show that ran 7 seasons, got 31 Emmy nominations, and was one of the most acclaimed series in the franchise. No one was outraged. No one boycotted. No one cared. People who loved the show back then are called toxic fans today.
Whew.
And I can tell you, I had
He's
one
scorching.
friend that was like, oh, now they're coming for Star Trek. And I was like, bitch, you ain't even seen the damn show yet. Shut up. I had one friend that was like, and he was like that with everything.
Mhm.
So it was always something. It was always something to bitch about. You could never be happy about anything. So, responses, and even this day he holds the view, I don't approach roles as a black man, I approach roles as a man. It's that simple. They don't make them like Avery Brooks anymore. They don't make men like Avery Brooks. And I'm not talking about black men. I'm talking about orange men. I'm not talking about any color. I'm talking about men, period. They do not make them this way anymore.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely agreed. And I remember years ago when the show was on, he was on TV, and I forget, it was some daytime show. And he was very quiet. He was very, introspective. And he was very much into the arts. That's what he was there to do, to promote the arts of whatever he was involved with. And I remember thinking, wow, he's actually on here. He's a celebrity on here talking about the art world and artists, and he's not sitting there promoting himself. And I don't know nothing about the man as far as his politics and all that, but I do remember that struck me. I'm like, he's kind of introspective. I dig this. And then, I loved the show, fell in love with him. He's my captain. So this is interesting to see.
Did you watch him? Did you watch him as Hawk before Star Trek?
No.
Okay, I saw him as Hawk, and the biggest injustice they did with him, Avery Brooks in Star Trek, was they wouldn't let him be bald. See, when he was the Hawk, he was this bald, no nonsense, I'll kick the shit out of you just as quick as looking at you cop.
Mm-hmm.
So he went from that to this like dude with hair that was like, oh yeah. And you're like,
at first,
what happened?
He was
And suddenly, after season 2, he comes back and he's bald and he's like, Mr. Worf, load a quantum torpedo and write, do not fuck with the Cisco on it. And you're like,
yes!
It's the Hawk!
When he shaved his head and grew that goatee, the Cisco had arrived.
The Cisco
and you
arrived.
Were in for a ride.
And you know why they wouldn't let him do that?
No, why?
Because they said it would get confusing because Picard's bald.
Because we know all bald men look exactly alike. Right. Thank you, people who decided that.
I think maybe,
That's what the showrunners told him.
that people would just say, what? Hawk came on this show?
I think they were afraid. They were afraid. They had, and we weren't. We were ready. They had a bald black guy with a goatee that was a no nonsense, I'll kick the shit out of you quick as look at you, and they were afraid of that. What is that going to do? Well, how can we walk and talk with Hawk?
Yeah,
Hawk.
Wow.
Soul assassin.
People embraced it.
People embraced it.
He was fantastic.
As soon as he grew the goatee and went bald and was like, I'm no nonsense Cisco. Yeah. Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. No complaints.
Yeah. Well, he had
we're all racist and sexist and homophobic bigots because we like Deep Space Nine, but we don't like the new shit that they're shoveling out at us.
It's not that we don't like diverse characters or anything like that. It says we don't like bullshit writing that's all about identity politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make whatever you're doing with that character make sense. Make it organic. Make it natural. Make us be like, oh, okay, that works with the story. Don't just throw a bunch of labels at us and go, see? And expect people to be like, okay, but what's next? All right, you've got a bunch of labels on these people. What are you going to do with them? Well, but they're this and that. Yeah, okay, but what are you going to do with them? How are you going to develop them? What are the stories going to be like? How is all this going to work? Are you going to retroactive everything that came forward? Those are the kind of questions I ask.
Asaj says Cisco was my favorite. You know, the other day, I saw a post from William Shatner, who was absolutely like, if anybody here likes pineapple on pizza, just unfollow me now. Obviously, he was joking. So I joked back and I said, see, this is why Cisco is my favorite.
Oh my God.
And I don't like pineapple on pizza. I just know that the giant divide between, you know, everybody. I'm not a pineapple. I'm not a fruit guy on a pizza. No, thank you.
Me.
I don't even like pineapple, period. I mean, on a pizza by itself, in a cake, anything. I hate pineapple.
And for anybody out there, tomatoes are fruit, Loki. I don't care. Tomatoes, tomato. How about that?
Yeah, it's also a part of the nightshade family.
Really? I didn't know that. Dave Bob pulling out the botany facts here. The nightshade family, huh? Ooh.
Someone actually, I read once, tried to poison, I think it was George Washington, by putting tomatoes in his food.
Jill says pineapple on pizza is a Canadian thing, even bigger than poutine.
I can't, y'all. I can't do pineapple on pizza.
Shelly's like team pineapple.
It's like pineapple on pizza or the candy corn debate. Those are the two hot spots on Twitter every time they roll around. People have opinions, strong opinions in both ways.
Shelly, let go of your pineapple. Okay. We've got two more stories, and I want to make sure that we get to them both. Oh my God, stop sharing screen. Update. So we, I know Arwyn knows about this. I know Dave Bob knows about this. $5 million class action lawsuit. Mattel. Again, this is from Fan Pulse.
Oops.
$5 million class action lawsuit over pornographic material on the Wicked doll packaging.
How does this happen?
Well, whenever you put a porn site on your toy line, you know.
Right? There's going to be problems.
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever entered the information into the computer that creates the boxes, they didn't do their homework. They just, of course, it's wicked.com.
Oh
well, wicked.com does not go to the movie Wicked because Wicked hasn't been around as long as its other places. It goes to a porn site. And whoever set up the boxes shipped out the link to the porn site, not the movie site. Whole concept promoting something called Wicked to little girls seems obscene to begin with. The movie adaptation of a musical involving the two witches from The Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West, and Glinda the Good.
I mean,
you could almost make a porn out of the name of that, Glinda's Hood, or Glinda's Hood. Anyway, the movie was part of the biggest Thanksgiving box office on record, which hit $118.2 million over its 5-day stretch, according to Variety. Beat out by Mona 2, which opened at $225 million. Knew that would happen. With a successful movie comes merchandising, which Mattel got ahead of the curve with. Of course they did. Why? Because Barbies sell. You want to know what one of the most successful Barbie lines ever was? It was the Wizard of Oz. You
Doesn't
had
surprise
Glinda, which was a huge, huge doll in a box because of the dress. You had obviously Dorothy and the Scarecrow and the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man, but you also had the Witch, and that was one of the most successful, expensive lines because they were limited and
I had a
everyone
Glinda.
wanted them.
I had a Glinda. Yes, I did. I don't know if it was
So
from that batch, but I did have a Glinda and I loved her.
Mattel had to pull the toys from the shelves and issue an apology because
God.
oh yeah, the first printing of these dolls had a link not to the movie's website, but to a pornography website by the same name, showing the dangers of openly branding a film with a name glorifying evil like Wicked. Yeah, it's the Wicked porn site. Yay.
What numbnut didn't just check it first? Just let's
Because they
check
just
it.
assumed it'd be wicked.com, having no idea there's a
My-
freaking porn site.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
this is when you rush, accidents happen, ladies and
there's
gentlemen.
There are so many sites out there that have been registered for years that sometimes people just sit on, waiting for somebody to come up and sell it to them.
That's true.
And just, you got to do your research when you go to putting out stuff like that.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
these are major launches. These aren't something that's going to be, in some little 5 and dime somewhere that no one's ever going to see. This is major.
So, one mom is now launching a class action lawsuit after claiming her daughter's been psychologically damaged. Thank you, Makani.
Yeah.
Emotional damage
Oh my God.
because of the dolls. Shout out to Mary's Game Room for that. Because, yes, emotional damage. Arwyn knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. Absolutely. Shit, some of the things that I've seen as an adult in my past would psychologically damage me. It's like, what the hell is that? Oh my God. I can imagine being
I love it when Arwyn has to look up something and she's shocked.
You just don't think such things exist. But
The mother claims that she purchased a doll for her daughter before the recall, and her daughter then used an iPhone to go to the website and was exposed to hardcore pornographic material.
oh my God.
Now, they would use the excuse, why wasn't there guardrails to prevent her from doing that, set by her mother or whatever. But after opening the box that contained the Wicked doll, plaintiff's minor daughter used an iPhone to visit the website shown on the defendant's packaging. The lawsuit finally says, to her absolute shock, the website Wicked had nothing to do with the Wicked doll. Rather, Wicked pasted scenes of pornographic advertisements across her phone screen.
I mean, okay, I see what they're saying, but
Yeah, right here.
ultimately,
There it is.
yeah, you don't expect a porn site on your kid's toy. I'm just throwing it out there. Oh my
Why is it
God.
like, don't throw this packaging in the bin? Why the hell are toy makers like, don't throw it in the bin?
Maybe they want you to recycle it. Who knows? Wow.
These scenes were hardcore, full-on images depicting actual things happening, like "Baby, it's cold outside," and can be available for an in-camera review by the court as necessary. Plaintiff's minor daughter immediately showed her mother the stuff, and both were horrified by what they saw. If plaintiff had been aware of such an inappropriate defect in the product, she would not have purchased it. The claim is for over $5 million on the Mattel alleged error because the dolls are aimed at children as young as 4 with that material out on the packaging. Mattel did not even offer a refund for the doll, according to the parent in the complaint. Mattel issued deadline this statement. The Wicked dolls have returned for sale with correct packaging at retailers online and in stores to meet the strong consumer demand for these products. The previous misprint on the packaging in no way impacts the value or play experience. Sure it doesn't, because they won't be playing with those dolls the normal way.
Oh my God.
Provided by the product itself. Honey, why does Elsba have her legs like that?
Oh my
It was
God.
on the packaging, Mom. Provided by the product itself in the limited number of units sold. before the correction. We express our gratitude to our consumers and retailers for their understanding and patience while we worked to remedy the issue. This, of course, by Fandom Pulse. You can go check it out. We'll throw a link out in the
Somebody's
description.
looking for a payday.
Someone's looking for a payday.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, does it suck that I don't know. I find it, maybe it's inappropriate, but I find it kind of hysterical that they
It
were in
is
such a
kinda funny.
rush. You couldn't even, I mean, even if you don't watch porn,
Yes.
wicked.com sounds,
If anyone bought any of these, if you can find any with the original label on it, you
Don't
are
open
sitting on a gold mine.
Good
Yeah.
point, Esau.
Do not
You are.
open it. Just leave it unopened, and you will
Because
be able
these
to tell
will
that.
be the first run editions that in 10 years are worth like $10,000. So yes, stuff like that only
My God.
goes up in value. I've got a couple of Mandalorian records that Walmart pulled. I have no idea why they pulled them. They were on the pull list of they're not to be sold. And if you look up the SKU for each of those, they're worth over $100 a piece. And that was like 2 years ago that I got those.
Wow. Ooh,
Well,
nice.
you couldn't even check out of Walmart with them.
Wow.
Because if you found them and you went up and went to the checkout line to buy them, it'd be like, no, these have been recalled. You can't buy it. It wouldn't even let you buy it.
Wow. Yeah, hang on to those.
So I don't know why they recalled them, but they recalled them. So anything like that, if you have the opportunity to buy it, because it's going to be worth a lot of money. Melf says, if I roll back the conversation in Star Trek 33 years ago, The Undiscovered Country was released in theaters. What a crazy movie. I remember being in Cali and going to see that.
I love that movie so much. Oh my God, the end gets me every damn
Second
time
Star to the Right.
I watch it. And then the signatures, I can't. And then when, the big one, he scrawls his signature on there. I'm just like, William Shatner. Oh my God, I love you. You just every time I see all their signatures, I just lose it. Even George Takei's, I lose it too. I'm like, oh, Sulu. Oh, you're so wonderful. I love those characters so much. But great movie.
I remember when they came out with the uncut episodes remastered on the Sci-Fi Channel. Does anybody remember that?
Yep.
And they had the interviews of the cast. That's where you hear Chekhov, who's like, if you are involved in Star Trek, don't wear a red shirt. Right? And Nichelle Nichols, they're doing this interview, and it's the interview where her and Bill kiss. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, they're doing the interview, and they're like, did you and Will ever, and she's like, baby, what do you think? And I was like, ooh, girl, damn. Yeah, what do you think? I'm like, ooh.
I'll tell you what, back when I was watching that as 9, 10, 11-year-old, I had a crush on her. Oh.
Yeah. Well, did y'all ever hear when she read the letter she got? When they were talking, there was another interview, they were talking about that, and she said she got a letter from this old gentleman, and he was like, look, and this was back when the show was on, so it's been a while. He says, I ain't for the racist mixing, but when a red-hearted blood American man like James T. Kirk takes a woman that looks like a hurrah in his arms, there is no stopping him. And she counted that as one of her like favorite possessions of her time there. And she laughed, and she just thought, that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. And that's what Star Trek was brilliant about. They presented things to you, and they trusted the audience to make up their own damn mind. And most people got it right. That man got it right. He knew it. James T. Kirk, Uhura. Oh, yeah, let's go.
That's right.
Let's go. Uhura was beautiful. My God, beautiful woman. So
Cotton, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
Oh my God.
Have you seen her? Hold on. There's a movie that 24/7 got me to watch. See if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I know what's in her.
Good point.
That it was it. Truck Turner. What the hell does she play in Truck Turner? I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's Truck Turner. There is a movie with Isaac Hayes called Truck Turner, and it has Nichelle Nichols in it. Watch it.
Okay.
Anybody out there that has not
Turner.
watched it, I will. You need to watch this movie because the shit she does in this movie is like, damn.
Truck Turner.
Because she's a madam.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she is a madam in this movie.
All right.
So it's
Truck
one
Turner.
of those like holy shit experiences.
I'll have to check it out. And I know Star Trek 5 is, I know it is what it is. I'm sorry. I like the rocket boost. What can I say? But her freaking fan dance or whatever the hell she does, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous to the highest level, but my God, girl, work it. You still got it all. You got all the things. Uhura, you forever got all the things. She was beautiful in that.
That used to be a secret unlock in Star Trek Online. Was
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You could unlock a thing that let you do Uhura's fan dance.
Oh, stunning woman. And classy.
Zeropium
classy,
used to do
classy.
it all the time with his female Vulcan that he liked to teabag people with.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say he used to do it all the time as a joke. He'd take these little fans. And I'm like, Zeropium did the fan dance. I got to see this. So that's what the Yankee Candle was for. To light his ambiance as he did the fan dance.
Jonas J. Campbell, the $4.99 super chat. Good morning, Jonas. He says, good morning, Sko. Good morning, my friend. It is absolutely positively great to see you guys. Make sure you are checking out that Park Place. You're subscribed over at Jonas's at that game place. Go check out their website. Absolutely awesome people. Wonderful crew to get to hang out with. Thank you, Jonas. And what should we give Jonas this morning? Dragonfire Skull. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
Heck yeah.
What else we got? Oh, we got one more thing. Hold on. We got one more thing we can talk about today. But actually, I had pulled up. So, where are you? Boom. Another article from John F. Trent over at Phantom Pulse. League of Legends developer Riot Games to police offline platform conduct and behavior connected to our IP. Do you know what that means, Arwyn? Hello?
Well, it probably means that they had some
muted.
stuff on there that they just took out of the game because it wasn't politically correct.
Not true. No. They're going to look and see what you're doing on your social media platforms, on your YouTubes, on your Twits, on your X's, on your Facebook, and they're going to punish you in game for the things you do out in the real world.
Well, you know what I have to say about that? Get bent.
Get back. Exactly. Dean Grants with a 33-month member chat. 33 freaking months. Dean, thank you so very much, brother. Thank you for all the support. Holy shit. 3 years of support. Arwyn, you are the devil. I now have to scrub the image of Zero doing a fan dance out of my mind. It's all Arwyn's fault. She's not here to hear that. She'll be back. So this is if you do something outside of the game, you're going to get in trouble in the game. How they are going to do that is a mighty fine question, but let's see what the article has to say. Riot Games, developer of League of Legends, announced that it will attempt to police off-platform conduct and behavior connected to the IP. In a November 26 blog post titled Creator-Related Updates to Our Privacy Notice and Terms of Service, Riot Games stated all platform conduct and behavior connected to our IP is now subject to our terms of service. The company explained our intention with this update is to help protect players. They're going to protect you from the harmful things people say.
Oh, I'm melting.
They can experience across the various places that touch their gaming experience. This update applies very specifically and only to content where Riot Games are the background of the content produced. Though we aren't going to proactively monitor everything that happens across social media. Not yet, anyway. It is now within our rights to issue penalties in game when that content is brought to our attention.
Our right.
This is for
God.
out of game behavior. This is for
Yes.
out of game talk. Got
Yes.
nothing to do with the game.
Got nothing to do with the game.
This is Orwellian level shit right here. If you
Yeah.
don't agree with me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Here's a perfect example. As an example, if a
Pardon my
creator uses harmful slurs about an opposing player, like calling them a fucknut or something,
Mhm.
our teammate on their stream, but not in game over chat or voice comms, we will issue a penalty as if that behavior occurred in game.
That's some BS. That is some BS because hateful slurs are subjective. What's going to piss somebody off may not piss somebody else off. Besides, it's out of game. They're extending their reach just a bit.
Do you know what this means? This also means that if, like, let's say, Arwyn, let's say you're like, oh, they just came out with that new expansion for the Fertnerds. And I was playing Fertnerd and I got so angry because you're talking about it on stream. They can go back and they can look at like a live stream of you playing, find out who you are, and be like, you know what? Since you don't like our new expansion, we're gonna take blah 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 skins away because you don't deserve them anymore.
Screw that.
Yeah.
Screw that. That's money that I spent on their game. My money
Your
to
money.
buy those skins. No. That is that is a reach that they have no right to do. Where the hell do they have the right to do that?
If they ever,
They don't. This is their terms of service now. So when you go to play the game,
Oh my
you
God.
have to agree to this.
If they
They're
had
going to get
ever hung
around. Listen, they're going to get around the First Amendment, Jill, because just by playing the game, you've agreed to this. You've signed your right away.
That's bullshit.
And what game is this one particular game, or is this a company that's doing it on all their games?
Oh, this is Riot Games, League of Legends. They're going to do this with everything they do from now on. This is going to be the new norm if they can get away with this.
Why are they doing this?
Because if the government can't look, think about it like this way. If the government can't police what you're doing online, then they look at it as this is a game company's problem and they have to do it. So they're being pushed to do this by the government and other governments, by the way, that can't get away with it. They're trying to get the corporations to do it for them. Oh, there's too much online hate and isms and obes and Yahtzees online. We'll curb it by getting rid of all those communities, because as soon as we start clamping down on everything, they'll just leave. Well, they're right. We're going to leave. And that company's going to go bankrupt for doing this too, because we're not going to play their shit and we're never going to come back. It's that simple.
Wow. Yeah.
If they ever
Go woke or broke.
actually went and found a group of guys that were horsing around, good friends and everything, the names and the daggum slurs and crap that are thrown around, it would horrify them. But they don't live in the real world.
Wow.
I want to tell you something. And Soul Assassin is absolutely right. back in late 20-aughts, maybe early 2010s, I signed a piece of paper at a bank on the request of someone I know. Now, this was something that I had talked with him about. This is something that we went over. This is something I agreed to. The only thing that saved me at the end of the day was I was not presented a copy of what I was signing. Because I was not presented a copy of what I was signing, all I did was sign into a ledger book, and I signed one piece of paper, which is what I saw, which is what I agreed to. This was a money thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been fleeced. I did this because this was somebody I knew and somebody I trusted. And I was like, yeah, I'll come down to the bank. And I kept getting bugged and I kept getting bugged. And I was finally like, okay, I'll come down to the bank and do it. And I went down to the bank and I did it. And they basically were trying to sue me for everything I was worth. And I just agreed to give them all my shit without knowing what was happening.
Yeah.
Anything you sign, anything, anytime a EULA comes up, read it. Because you are literally signing all of your rights as a consumer away if there's language like this in it. So do not play their game. Do not put up with their bullshit. This is in their EULA, their TLDR, their terms of service. This is what they're trying to get you with. It says you agree to this. You agree with it. Later in the update, Riot also declared we're starting to restrict access to all of a player's Riot accounts for particular serious violations, which means they can just shut your account off. It's not
Trying
just
to do an
we'll
end
take your
run around the
skins.
Constitution.
It's not just we'll take your skins away, Arlen. We'll take everything away.
They'll take your gummies.
They really want that control, don't they?
Yes.
Damn. I've never heard.
Okay, so this is you're gonna love this because anyone involved in content creation, get ready because here's the doozy.
Ooh.
Later in the update, Riot also declared we're starting to restrict access to all of a player's Riot accounts for particularly serious violations of our terms of service. It explained, we want our games to be fun and welcoming to everyone, but sometimes bad actors do particularly bad things. When that happens, we want to make sure they don't just take that bad attitude into another Riot game and create negative experiences elsewhere. So, for the rare occasion a seriously egregious violation occurs, we're now including Riot-wide bans in our penalty system. But wait! There's more! Finally, the company noted, we know that some of these updates may require content creators, to rethink their existing content strategy and content partners. We are giving creators until January 3rd, 2025 to adjust their content to adhere to these rules. Past that date, can and may begin enforcing these across the entire creator community.
Make them an offer they can't refuse.
What does that mean, Arwyn?
Means they can kiss my round white ass. I ain't playing none of their games.
They're going to try to deplatform you. Is basically what they're saying.
Yeah, if they're basically saying, maybe this can kind of control your content too. Do and behave how we want, or we'll try and get you nuked. Screw that. God,
see you later, Chris.
Kindergarten?
See you later, Chris. This is kindergarten. That's what it is. And they're saying if you've made content in the past, like let's say you made a video 2 years ago where you called somebody a dumb shit for doing something stupid in the game.
Yeah.
And that gets reported after January 3rd, 2025, they can post date you and shut you down for something you did 2 years ago.
unbelievable. I need a list of all the games that they produce so I do not play them. This is nonsense. If Epic was pulling this, I guess we'd have to find another game, y'all. No more Fortnite. Honestly, this
I
pisses
don't
me off to
understand.
no end.
I don't understand how they think that they can do something beyond just making sure you can't play the game. Other than that,
I don't either. What's next? When you buy a movie or rent a movie, or the movie studio is going to be like, well, we need to watch, and we're trying to foster a positive attitude. And if you come after anyone who doesn't like our film,
Yep.
well, damn, then I guess we can just come for you.
Yep. Imagine
What the hell?
saying I saw the new episode of Star Twats, and I think it's extra twatty. And they go to your Disney Plus account and they ban you for life. They ban you for life because you didn't like the latest episode of Star Twats.
Crazy.
Yes, they can do that, and they're going to try and do that. This goes along with debanking. Anybody who doesn't know what that is, by all means, look it up. Listen to Culture Casino. There's a bunch of people out there that are finally starting to get the message and come around to this whole thing, that have been leading the way. Culture is one of the people that's been leading the way.
oh yeah,
These companies are being threatened with, if you don't take these actions, these corrective actions against your customers, we will debank you.
yeah.
Which
They
means that
can
we'll
just
take
take
all
away
your
your
money.
access to a bank. I mean,
Yep, they
you
will just
can't. You have to. Your money has got to be in your possession. It cannot
that's-
be at any kind of financial institution. That's draconian there. That's like,
That's the Democrats. That is
Yeah.
your United States government right now. That is what has been going on to a lot of companies in the United States over the past 4 years is, oh, you won't do what we tell you. You feel like you don't have to. We'll debank you and ruin your company.
yep. That right there is pretty much
Because there are no
like-
laws against that. They put you on a list that goes out to all the banks. There's a name for that list that goes out to all the banks, and basically as soon as your info pulls up, it says cannot hold an account. You're banned from the banking system.
Yep.
They will not work with you. They will not operate with you, and you're stuck. Someone says, well, how the hell are you supposed to do this or do that? Cash,
You don't.
art, you have to have money. You have to have physical money. You can't have money in a bank. So you
And
buy
how can you
art,
run a
you
business
buy
like that?
jewels, you buy diamonds, you buy whatever. This is what happened with this all started with weed farms.
Yeah.
This all started with weed farms over a decade ago in California, and has expanded to, well, we can debank whoever we want for whatever reason we want. It doesn't have to have anything to do with weed farms or pot or any of that. We can do whatever. So they just debank you. They debank your company.
I'm stunned at all this.
Yeah, Visa and MasterCard. Yes. They're both complicit as well. They're both complicit with this because they can be shut down.
Yeah.
They lose their big monopoly. And yes, they have a monopoly. And yes, Visa and MasterCard work together. A lot of these companies work together. You think, oh, well, wouldn't they be competitors, Loki? That ended a long time ago. And they said, look, if we're going to be the top dogs, then we're going to stay the top dogs. They've been working together for a long time. And yes, China has it to the point where if you as a citizen were to go on like YouTube and say down with communism, everyone would know. It would be blasted on every billboard. Nobody would hire you. Your life is basically over. That is what they want cancel culture to be in the United States. That is what they have been pushing for.
Yeah.
That is what all of this has been about is, oh, you won't play our game and do what we want you to do. Oh, Dave Bob won't take advantage of some poor kid, blah, blah, blah. Well, we'll ruin your life and we'll destroy you. You won't be able to work anywhere. You won't be able to earn any money. You won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that because you're not doing all the nasty, fucked up shit that the rest of us are doing. Pardon my language.
Do they not expect to lose any money at all?
I think they think that no one's gonna notice, no one's gonna find out, and guess what? We are informed. Gamers are keeping up to date. Gamers are looking at everything because we spend a lot of money on their products.
Yes.
So
yes.
I just don't have to buy anything from Riot Games.
Yeah.
they
Multi-billion
get a
dollar
ton of
industry is
promotion.
trying to destroy itself.
9,000 social credits have been
Wow.
deducted from Stone Loki's account. Yeah, for saying
I
that.
am agog.
Yeah.
I am a gag.
Stone Loki will fined 9,000 credits by violation of the
Demolition
YouTube
Man.
morality statute.
Eep, eep, eep.
Piece of
Daryl's ready to
lucky
go.
ass. Oh yeah.
Daryl's like, I kind of want to play these games now. Ban me, bro. Twinsy's ready to take it on.
By all means, Daryl, make a whole channel out of it. I'm not gonna give them any money. I'm not gonna give them my time. Guys, we've got so much going on. We got Machiny coming up. We've got Pops. Pops is doing his first morning show this morning. If you haven't heard about that, go check him out. I understand I don't have a mod. Give me just a second. Because usually I have all this pulled up and ready to go. I don't get links out. That's the one for Pops that is in chat right now. And let me get Machiny. We got Machiny in the morning going on. We are going to send everybody over there if I can ever learn how to work this stupid thing without making myself look like a dumbass. God help me. What do you guys got coming up for later today?
I don't really have a whole lot going on. I'm probably going to take today off from hunting, and tomorrow I'm going to be back at it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Get your venison. I believe VacTube. If not, then we'll let y'all know. But as far as I know, VacTube slated is normal.
Cool beans.
Tonight at
Oh
7
yeah,
Eastern.
yeah. Daryl said back
Oh,
to
VacTube tonight. There you go. You heard it. Yep.
All right, guys.
Hey.
Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend and enter. And we'll see you on the next week in review here on Mornings of Mischief. Have a great Friday, everybody.
Mwah. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.